It's a great day to be alive time. How are you today? Warm, cold, chilly, freezing? How are you today? Warm, cold, chilly, freezing? Down, move around. Okay. I've been meaning to talk about something out of my head, out of myself, off the written word for a little bit now, and it's, if you particularly care to share anything with the world, do it. From your perspective, your mind, it doesn't matter, and it doesn't matter. You can change your mind in a minute, you can change your mind tomorrow, you can change your mind in a week. And we don't actually know anything. We only think we do, based on stuff we've accepted, based on our lived experiences that were true in the moment. But are they true anymore? I don't know. And even with those things that we think we know, other people aren't aware of them. Yes, they're mirrors and reflections of us and our rear being. They're just a bunch of other yous and I's and us's. But they can come aware of anything on their own. That's up to them, not us, to give our power away or put anybody up on a pedestal or sink anybody below. We get to share our lived experiences from the perspective of who we are in any given moment. And I often forget this point, not only in sharing, but making the assumptions that people are already aware of X, Y, and Z, or people already know X, Y, and Z. When more often than not, they don't. Like, oh, you've heard of this person, or you've met this person, or you've read this book. No. There are billions and billions of people on this planet, much less the animals and nature and the trees and the bees and the birds. How can you assume that everyone knows everything, or everyone knows everyone? Like, if you list out the people that you know, you're likely to forget someone. Or how about the people you've met? Are you including the random person you've only seen once in the grocery store? Or a camping trip or somewhere down the line? With the person all the way down the line as you were waiting for the train, someone you bumped into up and down the stairs, headed to the subway? I don't know. Someone you've impacted, someone here, for instance, social or on the internet or whatever, someone unknown number watching you from afar, or who read a quote that you wrote down 20 years ago. I'm not aware. Or the circles you run in. Oh, you must know so-and-so because you grew up in this town, or you make this amount of money and this mastermind, and have perfectly good intentions, but not want to be around a particular person just because it feels off, or they rub you the wrong way and it's like you're not to men. Well, that moment was meant to happen for you, for a chance for you to become more aware of that's not your place to be. And without having experienced that moment, you wouldn't be aware that you get to remove yourself from that environment. Environment. It's not always easy to remove yourself from particular environments. What are you leaving behind? What do I let go of? What is unknown out there? If I let go of this moment and those people, what's going to happen to me? Well, what's going to happen to me? You think of the best case scenario or the worst case scenario. It doesn't matter because you're already playing it out in the present moment. You're feeling in those given moments, right? For instance, personal development world, in the hype world and the healing world, etc. A lot of people tout the book Think and Grow Rich. I hate that book. It's overcomplicated nonsense, and people push it and push it and push it, and I've read it a couple times actually. Giving it another chance for impact, yeah, no thank you. I don't burn books, but yeah, that one could go in the fire. And same thing with most of Tony Robbins' stuff. Have you heard of this man? Maybe you have, maybe you haven't. A lot of people assume this because he's such a big name. Yeah, those books too. No thank you. Am I open to new experiences that come across? Sure. But as of this moment, no thank you. And from my perspective and from what I've seen, because as that is the only things I can speak on, is these names and these people are put on pedestals, but they're no better than you or me. They might have had more clout or brought in bigger crowds and stadiums of people. Maybe a lot of the people don't even know where they're being guided to, and they want someone to follow rather than following themselves. I think maybe if more people followed themselves and trusted themselves, a lot of those stadiums wouldn't be as full as they are. People feel lost and alone, so they look for somewhere to go, and who's the loudest, who has the most attention, and that's where people are. The stadium doesn't just have to be a football stadium loaded with a concert of people or the Super Bowl. It's the internet, it's the mailing system, it's wherever the people are, and that's where you go. If we took even a brief moment each day to ask ourselves, what do we want to do right now? I'm available for all things to escalate quickly in my favor today, in this moment. How can I appreciate myself right now? How can I appreciate myself today? And we take care of ourselves. And that self-appreciation is a realization that we don't have to change. Because we are who we are. We don't have to accept what other people have told us to be true. We don't have to ask permission to be, do, or have anything. We get to be ourselves. Whether we know who that person is, it's the excitement in the game of life, right? Whatever rocks and stones and tornadoes and storms are thrown at us, I guess there's some reason. How strong we are, how fit we are. Each point of those challenges we get to overcome and surpass to bring us to the next level of whatever this game is that we're playing. Whether we know it or not, we put those challenges there. We put those challenges there and those roadblocks. We could put them somewhere. Nobody else put them there. We put them there ourselves. And we get to play the game. We get to play the game. And all it is a game. Once we remember that, I'm thinking the game could actually be fun. Have you ever played a video game? Hours pass by like this. And you're moving around and shimmying and shaking to the next level, the warp zones that help you skip a level. Then, more often than not, if you go play the game again, after you find the warp zones and the fun place, you go through the regular parts that you missed because you feel like experiencing those, and you can't miss what you can't miss, right? Unknown treasures, unknown circles and curves and what's coming. I'm tired of feeling hesitant. Bored. Masked. Overrun. Thrown down. Torn down. I created this game. And there are no rules. There are no rules to this game. Unless we decide there will be. And in that manner, we get to create those rules and change them. Other people's rules are not our rules. They don't have to be unless we decide for them to be. We make up the rules, as in anything else. We make it up. All made up. All made up. Scratch that. Freeze. Who do I want to be right now? I want to be a rock star. I want to be a doctor. I want to be me, a singer who can't see, a dancer who's dancing the best she can in a world of coffee, if you decide that it, whatever it is, gets to be easy, it'll be easy. Whatever easy is for you. If you decide it's hard, it'll be hard. Whatever hard is for you. How big is the pie? Are you taking the whole pie or just a slice? How big's the slice? What percentage is that slice? Well, how big's the pie? Because the pie this big. Take a slice. An eighth. Same percentage of a pie. This big. Take a slice. But the portion is bigger, right? So how big's the pie? How big is your pie? Are you unlearning and relearning and learning and letting go and implementing? with the action comes a new experience to experience and the life lived. I don't feel like falling back and talking about the good old days or memories anymore. I feel like making new memories. And my favorite memories are now. The current moment of feeling. Because all there is now. You can have a memory of the past, but the past isn't happening. And your point of view of the past changes. For instance, a memory from when I was 5-year-old. Okay, when I was 6, I could look back at that memory one way, and then 10 looking back at that memory, and 15 looking back at that memory, and 25 looking back at that memory, and 42 looking back at that memory. They'll all be different. What did I miss? What details have I forgotten? What was there happening in that same exact moment that I wasn't aware of? Who was there? Who saw me? Who did I see? It's all different. It's all made up. It's already happened. Same goes for the future. It hasn't been created yet. Maybe it has. That's another discussion. What lines and what I do now will affect what happens tomorrow, what happens a year from now, if we're here. What do you feel like experiencing? You can experience it right now, that feeling. Infinite number of possibilities, and the limit does not exist. Never has. We just accepted glass ceilings and walls and paper bags. And assumptions to grow on and grow up with. How do you know? Well, so-and-so told me. How do they know? Well, so-and-so told them. Even if it were true, it doesn't have to be for you. It doesn't have to be for me. The truth with a capital T, I guess, is the only authority. What is that? It's a feeling. You can't describe one feeling's comparable feeling to another person. Our cells are melded and molded, created in a different way. Every uniqueness folded and blended and fixated in. Multiple versions and timelines created that can shift and pivot in any moment. Deciding to pick up that piece of garbage, pardon me, off the floor and throwing it out, the one you've passed by 5 different times to the gym, and be like, Kate, pick up the damn wrapper and throw it in the garbage. How you do anything is how you do everything. Cleaning up what you leave behind, what you leave off and put off. It can be done in a moment of now, no matter what you're involved in or what you're doing. Oh, but I'm taking the focus off. It's a piece of paper on the ground, and you've already walked by it like 6 different times, assuming that someone else will do it, when it could be a clue that it's your job and you're meant to do it in that moment. So you do it. And what happens after? I don't know. You find something else. You find another opportunity to experience, another person to meet. Maybe you're taking out the garbage and you run into a neighbor you never met, or a new person that you start a chat or combo, and you realize you have something in common, and you can get together somewhere down the road and go to a party, or you know so and so. Oh, well, that person does this and this. Oh, reference to a barber, a haircut place, a new restaurant. We were created to meet each other. We were created to not necessarily get along, but to have different experiences with one another and grow and regrow and learn and go from there. Can't assume that people know anything. They're not you. They're not me. They haven't lived the experiences we've had or the stories we've told ourselves. You tell yourself a story about an experience. If you haven't experienced the experience, it's still a story, but it's not a lived experience. So what happens from there? And you get to share. You get to share undeniably, unapologetically, a story or something that happened. Without the fear and threat of validation or hating. Any reaction is from that person, not on you, unless you decide it to be. So share away, share a structure, share an idea. Loved it, closed-minded, open the door, eyes wide shut. Paradox there. Make funny faces at the camera. Be goofy, dance around, shake, 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 shake. That moment, even if someone's watching, whether it's one eyeball or 2 or 10, even 1,000,000. Person will decide in that moment whether they like you, trust you, they don't like you, whatever. But made an impact in some sort of way. And sometimes it'll be forgotten in an instant, just as readily that it was found. And you get to keep living, should you decide to. So share away. Whether it's AWAY or A space WAY. Share away. Keep being you. And have a great day.